Attention please. This uploading is only for educational purpose. No intention to infringe copyrights. Learning English with subtitles. GPITRAL. Follow us.
Ordinary homes, extraordinary happenings. Living with the dead. Britain's most haunted houses go under the spotlight as our crack team of psychics go face to face with the evil that lurks within.
Leave my house!
Sensitive Johnny Fiore, exorcist Ian Lawman, and paranormal investigator Stephen Griffiths embark on their spine-chilling quest to get rid of uninvited house guests.
Somebody was walking up to the door.
Hello?
Oh my God! Oh! Touched my leg again.
Get away from her!
Who are you? What is your name?
Shut up!
I'm sending you back. I command that you step back.
Guys, can you just get him out for me now, please?
Whitchurch, Herefordshire, and the Living with the Dead team are on a mission to investigate supernatural sightings and activity at this 16th century cottage belonging to Alison Gunson and her daughter, Ilona. For 11 years, they've sensed paranormal activity at Delburn Farm, or Pound Farm as it's known locally, due to its former life as an animal enclosure.
Ever since we've moved here, there's been a lot of unexplained noises, in particular in this older part.
When I'm on my own, there'll be stuff going on, like doors opening and shutting, like tap turned on once before, and you can always hear people walking up and down the stairs across the kitchen.
I first noticed that when I was alone in the house, you would hear people walking backwards and forwards, and I've investigated it and there's nothing there.
As well as noises, Alison has also experienced strange smells.
An ordinary afternoon, walked down the stairs and I could smell pipe smoke, which is very distinctive. No one, to my knowledge, has ever been in this house since we lived here that smoked a pipe.
One part of the house in particular appears to be the worst affected.
One of the rooms upstairs on the top floor just has an atmosphere. Like, I can't explain it. Cupboards on the landing are rattling and it sounds like people moving boxes and things around, thuds. Some people don't even want to go up there.
The top floor I stay well away from, never go up there. It's only my room and downstairs that I'm all right in.
I don't really like upstairs or going up there on my own.
What is it about the top floor that scared Alison so much?
They've seen a child with long hair up there.
I was sat on the top floor landing and I was playing with my toys when I was younger. I must have been about 7. And I turned round to see a girl with long brown hair walking down the stairs. My sister was in the room next to me, but I thought it was her walking down the stairs. And when I shouted her to see if she was coming back up, she was in the room next door to me. So there wasn't any possible way she could have come back up without me noticing.
Has Alison herself ever seen anything?
There was an incident one evening here with someone who was sat in the lounge and he actually saw a shape manifest in the kitchen. And it walked out of the kitchen into the lounge and basically straight up to him.
Her daughters have also had other paranormal encounters in the cottage.
One night I was in bed with my boyfriend and it was really early in the morning. I was asleep and all of a sudden he woke up for no reason and the door was just falling towards me. It was like that when I woke up, it was right in my face.
It's not just Alison and her daughters who believe they've seen things.
My friend and I were come back from a party that night and she'd gone and stayed in the other room. The next morning I went in to see her and she was convinced that she'd seen an old lady sat at the end of the bed. She thought she was dreaming at first, and then when we spoke about it, she was pretty certain that she had seen this person. And she was very scared, obviously, because she didn't know there was anything going on in this house before.
Mother was convinced she saw a Roman soldier on the footpath, and there was actually a Roman fort on the top of the hill where the path goes up. The whole area has quite a lot of Roman history. I have a friend who is a born-again Christian. The thought of staying here terrifies her. She thinks that this activity is demonic.
With various lost souls believed to be dwelling in the house, what does Alison want from this investigation?
I'd like to know more really about the child upstairs.
If any spirits want to move on, for them to be moved on.
I just want to know who they are and if they're happy, really.
The Living with the Dead team intend to hold an overnight vigil at Alison's property to see what activity they can unearth. Before their vigil begins, they will investigate the house to get an initial feel for any psychic phenomena. As Alison and her family leave, the team moves in. First to arrive is paranormal investigator Stephen Griffiths. He takes various readings from all over the house, but doesn't find anything unusual.
But I've got no interesting readings so far, no cold spots or EMF readings.
Down in the cellar, Stephen makes an interesting discovery.
Looks like we have the original staircase from upstairs from the longhouse. They say that ghosts and spirits still use original paths through doorways, and people used to see ghosts coming through walls or upstairs when they used to, afterwards, when they used to brick them up.
Later that evening, the rest of the team arrive. Sensitive Johnny Fiore and exorcist Ian Lawman. They've never met Alison and know nothing about what her and her daughters have experienced in the cottage. From different ends of the house, they explore the property room by room.
I smell different.
In the kitchen, Ian senses something.
I can hear a lot of footsteps, a lot of activity around this particular area we're in now.
There's been a lot of unexplained noises, in particular in this older part.
Upstairs, Johnny also believes she senses something.
Just as that, there's this little child that wants to take me downstairs.
They've seen a child with long hair up there.
Saw an apparition of a small child, maybe anywhere between 5, 6, somewhere around there.
So this is the cellar. I would not be a bit surprised if this cellar had many rooms, and some of the rooms are no longer in use. But I have a feeling that this cellar has a lot of secrets. It holds a lot of secrets.
While Johnny's outside, Ian checks out the attic where Alison's daughters claim to have seen a spirit.
Very strong male present here who wouldn't like people in this space, or certainly wouldn't like females in this space.
I don't really like upstairs or going up there on my own.
This is a problem, this room's a problem. Yes, don't like this room.
Coming up, the team spend the night alone in the house.
Hey, you guys! As I was sitting there, I heard this door close.
Somebody was walking up to the door.
Hello?